It is the most contested election that we've seen in 30 years since South Africa came to democratic rule in 1994. There's going to be a lot of consistency. The question of whether the ANC is going to get above or below 50% has been what's dominated the coverage. But I think that, whatever happens today, the ANC will still be the largest political force in South Africa. The real question is how far below 50% it might drop, and therefore who it might need to enter into a coalition with. So you've got a series of other parties, some who are expected to get around 20%, such as the kind of neoliberal economic policy-minded Democratic Alliance. You've got some who will be in the low teens, such as the Economic Freedom Fighters, a self-declared Marxist-Leninist party. And then you've got a series of smaller niche interest parties, such as Inkatha Freedom Party, a very conservative party from KwaZulu-Natal, expected to get around, 2 to 5%. And so which of these is chosen as a coalition party for the ANC will come down to as much about the numbers at the end of the day as it is about where there are similar ideologies, because there aren't really that many ideological similarities. And that's going to make it really, really uncertain for investors, because if it comes down to a small coalition with the Inkatha Freedom Party, it's likely that there'll be a lot of policy consistency from what we've seen, which has been a pretty commendable fiscal cap and a pretty mature monetary policy. If, for example, they require a bigger coalition partner and they can't iron out a deal with the DA, then there's a lot of tail-end risk that they might have to enter into a deal with a party that's going to be bringing a much more radical economic agenda to the table. And that's what's really got investors a little bit spooked and very interested in this election.